friends, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. My name is Emma and this is Emma's Cottage. In today's tutorial, it's somewhat of a continuation from the last two tutorials that I posted on YouTube, where I went in and figured out how to do the cowhide bleaching technique. Now this technique is not new, you guys. It's been around for quite some time, but it is definitely a huge trend right now, all over TikTok, all over YouTube, all over Facebook, all over the things, all the things. Everybody wants cowhide right now. So now that we figured out how to bleach and come up with the cowhide technique, like you can see on this shirt, now we're going to be putting some images on our shirts. So those of you that know me and follow my channel know that I love myself some sublimation. So yes, we're going to be sublimating on a few of these shirts today. And then I also have two more designs from my craft source, which are the full color transfers that we're going to be putting on some of these shirts. One thing that I did fail to mention in the past tutorial is that my craft source also sells custom full color transfers. So if you guys are a designer yourself, or you've purchased a design that you need printed for your purpose of putting it on a shirt, you can actually send it over to them as a custom design, and they sell them custom, which is really awesome. I don't know if you guys follow my craft source on Facebook or on YouTube, but they actually have videos showing their great big huge machine that makes these awesome full color transfers. There's no way that machine could fit in my house or my garage. So it's so nice to be able to have a trusted company that I can go to get really good transfers at a really good price. A lot of people will ask me, Emma, why and when do you choose to use maybe a full color transfer or HTV over sublimation? And you guys, there's no right answer. It completely comes down to your preference and kind of what the design is that you're going for. With this shirt, you can see that I didn't have a white bleach spot in the middle. Those of you that know sublimation know that sublimation is somewhat transparent. The easiest way for me to describe it is comparing it to like a stained glass window. During the day, with the light shining through, you can see those colors bright and vibrant. That's what's going to happen with sublimation when you put it on a light colored shirt. And I'm talking, that's why you see so many people that have like a purple shirt and then they put the center, they bleach it all the way white so that it's a light color. If you were to put sublimation on this purple color shirt, it would be really hard to see that design because it's transparent. So in other words, the stained glass window at night, could you see those colors very well? No, you couldn't. Like, you could definitely see that there's colors there, but you can't see how bright and vibrant those colors actually are because they're transparent. So what I'm trying to say is, if you don't have a light colored background and you don't really want that big bleach spot area, then a full color transfer or HTV or easy subli, all these different things that you can do where you can actually put a whole image to cover up the space is the reason that I would choose maybe a full color transfer over sublimation, is because I'm trying to cover up a space. Hopefully that makes sense. And it's not always, like on some of these shirts, let me show you the red one. So this red one, oh, actually this one I'm actually putting a design on. This one is going to be sublimated though. You can see I have quite a bit of white on the center of that shirt, and I'm okay if some of that brown is shown through to the design. Totally fine with that. Same with this purple one and same with this green one. With these ones, they were a little bit darker, especially this one. So I am going with a full color transfer. Not sure how it's going to turn out, but we'll see. We'll see together how it's going to turn out. All right, what are you going to need to follow along with me today? Of course, you're going to need your shirts. Mine are all pre-bleached with the cowhide method. You guys could use any shirt you want. Just keep in mind that if you're doing sublimation, I always recommend a polyester count of 65% or higher. You definitely could go lower. I have personally gone lower. I've gone down to about 40% before, and it still worked out. It was dull. It was definitely duller, but the way it goes is the higher your polyester count, the more bright and vibrant your images are going to be. If you absolutely don't have a shirt with a high polyester count, there is workarounds such as easy subli, white glitter HTV. There's lots of different things you could sublimate onto. Or of course you've got Wonder Subli or Poly Tee or all those different sprays that you could spray on to even 100% cotton shirts that will allow the sublimation to adhere to that product. But we're not going to use any of that today because all of these shirts are at least 65% or higher. Mine is, I think, this Black Mist. What is this one? This one is 40% polyester, but that's okay because I'm not sublimating on this one. So let me tell you a little bit about these shirts really quick, because I know I'm gonna get asked. All of these but one are the Gilden 6400. This one used to be the Gilden Heather Navy. I definitely was bleach happy on this one, but it turned out cute. This is the Heather Red. Again, super cute, cowhide method. Heather Purple. And Heather Green. Right? So fun. And then this one is the Gilden 6700 in Pitch Black Mist. This one actually has one of the coolest results when you're doing the cowhide method, I think. But keep in mind, it's only 40% polyester. So if you're going to sublimate it on it afterwards, it's going to be less vibrant than on, if you're going to compare it, I would compare this shirt to the Gilden 6400 in the Heather Navy. They're very similar. This one's just going to be a little bit darker. Okay. What else are you going to need? So either butcher paper or parchment paper. Let me show you the parchment paper that I like. Don't ask me why. I saw it on a video a year or two ago on Facebook. Somebody uses this. Never had a problem with it. Absolutely love it. I have people reach out to me all the time and say, Emma, my parchment paper didn't work. I'm sorry. Use this kind. This kind works. It's the one and only kind I've ever used, and I love it. I get it from Amazon. If you click the link below the video, I should have this listed in there under the description. And then if you go, I do have a link tree. So if you go to my link tree, you'll see Emma's favorite things. And this is listed as one of my favorite things. The reason I like this one is to put it in between the shirts so that the sublimation doesn't bleed through the back. Then you, of course, have your butcher paper. Plug your ears. So butcher paper. It's just the non-treated. I like to use the white. Why do we use this? Mainly in sublimation, and also other, like when you're using HTV and stuff, you can use it as well. It just helps protect your press, and it also protects your shirt from burning. So parchment paper, butcher paper, your heat press, obviously, and then of course your designs. If you're going to do sublimation designs, or if you're going to do the full color transfers. That's what we're using today. Now, if you guys don't have a sublimation printer, you can order sublimation prints from lots of companies, little shops on Etsy, so check them out. If you do have a sublimation printer, if you're new to sublimation, I have some really awesome, Q&A tutorials. So just go back to my channel, go through the videos, look for the ones that say sublimation, and I teach you all the how-tos with sublimation. All right, you guys, I am now just pre-pressing my shirts, making sure I get all of the moisture out. If you're sublimating, moisture and sublimation do not work well together. So you need to make sure you get all of the moisture out. You definitely want to lint roll it, because if you have any loose lint fibers, they can actually change color when you go to press it. They'll show up as like little black dots. So it's really important to lint roll before you sublimate. And like this shirt, I've already washed and dried it, but let's just pretend I hadn't. If I was designing or putting a design on the shirt like a full color transfer, it's really important that you heat press it, because when you apply heat to a shirt like this, it is actually somewhat shrinking your shirt. So we call it pre-shrinking. Well, these images don't shrink. So if you were to not heat press this and pre-shrink your shirt just a tad, then it's not going to adhere correctly. So it's very, very important that you pre-press your shirts before you press your images. 5 to 10 seconds is plenty of time for a pre-press. So let's go ahead and do this one first. Now I like to get my shirts prepared first. I don't always do this, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how to do this. I've done this long enough that I feel like I can press by eyeballing it. Sometimes I'm off, but all I did is just fold my shirt in half, make sure the sides are equal on both sides. And I'm just gonna bring it off just a tad, so I'm only pressing that middle. I'm gonna go ahead and hold it down for about 5-10 seconds again. And what it's gonna do is it's gonna cause a crease so I can see exactly where the middle of the shirt is. Now you can do this with applying a full color transfer or sublimation. This is just helping you. I don't know if you can see that. Oh no, you can barely see that. There's now a crease in my shirt, just telling me where the center of my shirt is. grab my design. One side is super smooth, that's your carrier sheet. The other side is a little bit rough. You can actually feel the material. That's what's gonna go face down on your shirt. So we're gonna go and put this face down. I'm gonna try and center it based on where the middle of that line is that I just pressed. About right there, I think looks pretty darn good. I always like to go about 4 finger lengths down. My fingers are super skinny, so sometimes I go about 5. You don't use heat tape for this, but I do just for right now to get it over to my press. Now I've done it before where I'll put this on underneath the press, but then I can't be totally certain that it's centered, so I kind of wait. So it looks good to me. It's holding it there. Looks good. Now you can use a piece of butcher paper. However, I have my piece of Teflon right here. As you guys can see, a lot of people have noticed. I have Teflon that's always connected to my press and connected with these magnets. So it's already fully protected. My heat press is set at 338 and we're gonna go ahead and press it for 15 seconds. This is not for all full color transfers, you guys. It's super important that you read the instructions from the company that you purchased it from. Pull it off carefully. Now these are cold peel. When you get these ones from my craft stores, they're a cold peel. Not all of them are. This one definitely is. I'm gonna do the same thing to this one. Again, I'm gonna fold it in half. Again, you don't have to do this part. I just like to show you guys the trick. That image, super cute. Talk to me, goose. And then just center it up the best I think. Let's go ahead and press it again at 338 for 15 seconds. Let's check this one. This one's definitely cool, so I can pull it off because this is a cool pull. A cool peel, I guess that is what I should say. I'm still very careful when I peel these off because you're still gonna press it one more time. Pull this one out. We're gonna put this one back in. I'm gonna go ahead, I have my Teflon sheet, so I'm good, and I'm gonna press it for another 10 seconds. Super cute. That turned out so cute, I love it. Love, 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 look how cute. How cute is that? I love it. It turned out adorable. Again, this is the Gilden 6700 in the pitch black mist that I did the cowhide method on. So it turned out adorable. And then this screen, I keep saying screen print, this full color transfer I got from my craft source. So I'll make sure that I have a link to that below. All right, this next one should be cool enough now to peel off. So again, I peel it off nice and slow. Just because I know that I'm still gonna push it, it still requires one more press. And I just wanna make sure that it all goes well. That is gonna be so cute. I love it already. So cute, absolutely love it. Love, love, love. Please tell me you love it. How cute is that? So again, this is going to be the Gilden 6400. This was in heather red. But I will say, I have heather red and I have red, the heather cardinal red. They both bleach very, very similar. So if they were out of one, you could definitely still get the other. Super cute. And what do we mean by cowhide? You can see that there's darker reds and then there's more pink spots. So that's what the cowhide is. It's basically that. So cute. That turned out adorable. All right, let's move on to some sublimation. All right. As you guys know, I already pre-pressed this. Now, I'm going to add, this is just my preference, I put my parchment paper in the middle. The reason being is it's super slippery and it slides right in. Whereas I feel like sometimes the butcher paper catches. Just my own personal preference. Why do I put something in between? Well, your sublimation ink will turn into a gas and adhere to the polyester fibers of your shirt. It can go through or blow through, bleed or blow through to the back. So you put that sheet in between to prevent that from happening. Okay, this next one's super cute. This says Cowhide Junkie. Now, I'm very curious if my printer is having issues because let me give you a good example. We'll see how it turns out. But this print to me is so blue, like blue, 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 but yet it's supposed to be turquoise. So I guess we will see how it turns out once we press it. I'm fingers crossed, toes crossed that it actually turns out right. So in this case, I'm going to use my measuring tape. And what I do is I just go to the this part of the sleeve, and I'm going to measure over where I can see the image through the page. And I just put my finger there and I can see where it's at. And then I come to this side, spot on. So good at this. Grab some tape, tape it on. Oh, I forgot to measure down. It's definitely too high. About right there, I think. I think even lower. Let's go there. So why do we use tape when we sublimate? We do it so that your print does not shift while it's sublimating. If it shifts during the sublimation process, which basically is when with the heat and the pressure, it turns into a gas and adheres to the fibers of the polyester in your fabric. If it shifts in any way, shape or form, then you're gonna have ghosting is what we call it. It almost looks like a double image in some places. All right, you guys, we are almost there. We're at 390 degrees. We'll go ahead and press this at 400 degrees, and we're gonna press it for 60 seconds. While we're waiting, I get this question asked a lot, so I'm gonna answer it right now. Emma, is that a V-neck shirt? No, it is not. This is a Gilden 6400, just like the rest of these shirts. All I do, I have it in a few of my tutorials. In fact, I think 2 tutorials ago where I was 3 tutorials ago. At the very end of the video, it's the one with the Grateful Dead shirt. The very end of that video, I teach you how I cut it, but literally it's 1 cut down, 2 cuts in just to get me this look. I have washed them and washed them and washed them, and they have not fallen apart on me. I just don't like how tight they are around my neck. I wear the smalls. I sometimes will wear the mediums, but they just feel a little bit too baggy on me. And then on this shirt, I also cut off the sleeves. I just like it because maybe I have a little bit of a thicker arm up top and they're a little too tight on my arms and I don't really like the length. So I just cut off the sleeves. So I know that's gonna get asked, so I'm just gonna tell you right now, that's how I do it. Okay, now that we're up to temperature, again, we're gonna grab the parchment paper and lay it down gently to make sure that we're not shifting that image. Grabbing my butcher paper. The other reason that it's nice to have butcher paper, you guys, even if you have the Teflon, is it's gonna help eliminate any of that scorching. Let me go ahead and close this and I'll tell you about scorching. Okay, what's scorching? So scorching is when you bleach your shirt. It's typically gonna happen when you bleach. It's a very hot press, especially when you're gonna sublimate. It's 400 degrees. So it can somewhat burn the bleached areas of your shirt. So what I do, my workaround is I get some hydrogen peroxide. I just have the generic brand from Amazon. I'll make sure that I have this linked in the description below. But I would just go through, if it scorches, then I just very lightly spray on the hydrogen peroxide, and then I will lower this about 1 inch or 2 above the image, and it helps evaporate any of those scorch marks. Now, I have seen some major crazy scorch marks in our Facebook groups. And I will typically say the #1 reason for that is you didn't fully wash out your shirt and you still have some bleach left. Or I have actually heard people say they went outside, bleached, let the bleach completely dry, and then came inside and pressed. No, 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 do not do that, because the bleach will 100% burn your shirt. So make sure that you are washing your shirts after you bleach them and before you sublimate. Like, very carefully lift this off. Again, I don't want it to shift. And then, oh, right here, I get my Cricut spatula, and we're gonna very carefully peel this up. Is it turquoise? Oh, is it turquoise? It sure is. I love it. Woohoo! So excited, you guys. Look how cute. Ta-da-ta-da. Love it. How cute is it? Absolutely love it. Now, hopefully you guys can see this. This is a little bit yellow than this. That's what you call scorching. I don't know if you guys can see that. But again, all I'm gonna do, lay it back under. So just a few sprays And I'm going to lower this without touching the image. That's key. And I'm just evaporating. It's crazy that it works, but evaporating the scorch marks. You can also spray hydrogen peroxide on it and then throw it in the dryer for a little bit, and that also works. Yep, that pulled the scorch marks right out. Ta-da-ta-da. So cute. Pull this out. Oh my gosh, I love that. One other thing I want to point out. When you guys are doing your images, to help prevent, like you can see there's a straight line right here. That's just where the edge of my paper was. You can see that I tore on all the other sides. So what this resulted is, I do not have any lines on my sides, but I definitely have a line right there on top. So to help lift that line, I just go like this. And it just pulls those fibers back up. If you feel like it's still not working, then put it back underneath your press, just like we did before. Just barely lower it just to heat your press up, or heat your shirt up just a teeny tad, and then do it again. So cute. Who loves it? I do. I love the turquoise on the cowhide look. So cute. Next shirt. This one's also going to be a sublimation shirt. And this one is going to be a front and back. We've already pre-pressed it. And slide the parchment paper in between. So this one's going to have an image. What side do I want it on? Does it matter? Gosh, I don't know. Which side do you usually have pockets on? I think it's the right. I could be wrong. Maybe it's the left. Yeah, I think it's the left because you reach into your pocket to grab something. So I'm going to do the left side. So this one's so cute. It says, grow through it on the front pocket. And then this really awesome spine with flowers. I got this image from an Etsy shop called JacksDigitalDesigns. Huge fan of the designs on that Etsy shop. Super, super cute. Okay. And I'm gonna eyeball this. There's probably lots of different ways you can do it, but I'm just gonna eyeball it. Trying to envision. Let's go right there, shall we? Winging it, you guys. Again, we're gonna tape it. And let's press it. Now you can either take your image off here or you can pick up your shirt and transfer it. I'm just going to take it off now. That's adorable. I feel like there's a teeny bit of scorching, so I'm just gonna spray it once or twice. So cute. Love it. You guys, I'm sitting here saying let's put it on this side and I put it on this. Listen. Do as I say, don't as I do, or whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna center it as closely as I can. I can see through my paper, so I can see where that spine is. So I'm just trying to go from the middle of the spine, is what I'm measuring. Definitely don't want this shifting. It's a big piece, so I'm gonna tape it more than I normally would. Yep, that's better. Okay, I need another piece of butcher paper. I already pre-cut some so you guys don't have to listen to me rip. I know that can be annoying if you're wearing headphones watching YouTube. How exciting! Because this is such a big piece, I'm gonna take it off right here. I do not want this shifting. Oh, it's so awesome. It's so awesome. Way more awesome than I anticipated. Absolutely love it. Definitely have some marks. So I'm gonna hurry and just tape this to it. That's gonna take off any of those marks that the paper left behind on the edges. Maybe a teeny bit of scorching. Oh, you guys, this turned out awesome. I love it. Now, I will say this design also came in color. So the flowers were colored. But I just loved the simplicity with this design of shirt to have it black, like a black and white design. Okay, I have to look at it for you. I love it. I love it so much. Can't wait to show you. Look how cute that design is. Is that awesome or what? I'll show you from far away. How cool. So it's gonna be on my back. How cute is it? I love it. So there's the front of it. Super cute. There's the back. I think it turned out adorable. Yep, I love it. So cute. All right, you guys, last shirt. Last, but definitely not least, right? By now, hopefully you guys know the drill. Parchment or butcher. So should I switch it up? I'm trying to decide if I liked that one on that side. No, I think I do like it on the right. I think I do. I'm gonna leave it on the right. Maybe I was right. Right? Maybe not. This is super cute. Just a cute skull with some flowers. You just wait till you see what the back is. We are winging it today. Cute. Butcher paper. And press for 60 seconds. Zero bar go. I love it. Now I'm definitely experiencing a lot of scorching today. Typically more than normal, but I think it's because I definitely over bleached these shirts. I was so bleach happy with this cowhide method as I was playing and figuring out how to do it. But I have to be honest, I actually like how they turned out. I'm super happy with them. I think they're super cute. Totally cute. Absolutely love it. Look how cute they turned out. Cute, right? Okay, here's the back. It says, be afraid and do it anyway. Oh my gosh. That is so me when it comes to bleaching and sublimation. Like there's so many times I'm like, can I do this? Yes, yes I can. And then I do it. Oh, you guys, I almost forgot. Because I have that image on the front. I need a piece of butcher paper covering this bottom. I don't want it to transfer straight onto my heat resistant. Yeah, right there. Another 60 seconds. Now I wasn't gonna do this today, but I've had a sublimation print printed for a while, and I just haven't pressed it yet. And I was like, hey, my press is hot, I might as well do it, right? So I think that I'm gonna press it on this plain white shirt. Yes, ma'am. You wanna make sure that you lint roll it first. The white shirts are the ones that you are primarily going to see those little black dots on when you sublimate. And I still need to pre-press this before I press this image. Ooh, that one scorched a lot. I can see it. Oh, where did I put my, right here. Now again, be very careful when you're taking your images off right after you sublimate because they're still very hot and they could still be in that gas process. And you want to make sure that you're not having your image shift or ghost. Oh, I think this is going to be my new favorite shirt. Who else out there bleaches and sublimates their shirts just for fun and their closet is full? Me. My husband's always like, Emma, you have enough shirts. I'm like, no, I don't, but I have another idea. Okay, you guys, this is so cute. Let me pull out the sheet. Look how cute it is. Okay, there's the front. So super cute. And there's the back. I love it. I love that image so much. Now, this image, I will say, it's they have two different versions. This one was the distressed version. But that's the look I was going for. I love it. Oh my gosh, I love it. I still can see some scorch marks. And believe me, you guys, that's totally normal. It's fine. So I'm just gonna get some more hydrogen peroxide, probably on all of these shirts, spray it on the areas affected, and then just throw them in the dryer for maybe 5 minutes. Okay, this last one that we weren't anticipating, we're just gonna go ahead and do. Now with my white shirts, I always put a piece of butcher paper down because if I accidentally pressed an image onto my transfer paper, I don't want it to transfer back onto my white shirt. Just a good practice. Okay, I'm gonna take it back off just so I can make sure it's center. Now I love V-neck shirts because I don't have to fold them in half to see the center. It's clear where the center is, right? And here's my awesome image, making sure that it's not upside down. No, looks good. Oh wait, yes it is. I would have done it upside down, I would have cried. How cool is that? I've been seeing this image go around like crazy, so I went and found it on Etsy because I love it so much. So just Tom Petty, Bon Jovi, AC/DC, Van Halen. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be an awesome shirt. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put it as close as I can. Now with a V-neck shirt, I usually will not go down. I will maybe go down maybe 2 finger lengths on a V-neck because I don't want it so far down that it's like in my stomach, which this one's gonna be a little bit in my stomach, but it's okay. Because it's such a big image. It's okay, that's so cute. Tape it down. This is the first time I've been using this heat resistant tape. Can't remember where I got it from, you guys. Oh, I forgot. I need to put something in between because this is a white shirt and it will bleed through. We are ready. Now, one thing I have found with plain white shirts, oh, and I should mention that shirt because I know someone's gonna ask me, that is a Cricut brand shirt. I actually really like the Cricut brand shirts because they have a very high polyester count and they're a little bit thicker, and it's hard to find a thicker V-neck polyester shirt. Oh, this is good. This turned out really good. Definitely have to lint roll it because that was a full sheet of paper and you can see the marks, and it didn't scorch. Like I said, typically is only going to scorch when you're bleaching shirts, at least in my experience. Moment of truth. It's adorable. So cute. Let me see. I love it. This is another one of my new favorite shirts. Look how cute it is, you guys. Adorable. I'll see if I can find the Etsy shop that I got it from, but I did get it from Etsy, so just search on Etsy. All right, you guys, that is it for today's tutorial. What did you guys think? You guys know me, I had to try one on, and of course I already cut a line through it because I can't stand how tight these shirts can be. Which one do you guys like best? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Do you like the sublimation? Do you like the full color transfer? Which one do you like more and why? So let's just quickly show you them once more. Here's a full color transfer, again, available at my craft source. This one was a super cute image that we got off of Etsy. I will make sure I have the link to the Etsy shop in the description below. Love this one. This one turned out so cool, especially with the different colors going on in that shirt. So cool. This one was also full color transfer. And again, this one was the Gilden 6700 in the pitch black mist. Then of course the surprise shirt that I decided to do at the end. Super cute. One thing I do want to mention on these Cricut shirts, they run kind of small. So I would size up almost 2 sizes. I typically wear a size small, and even the mediums are kind of tight on me. So if you want more of a loose fitting, go like 2 sizes up when you're getting these Cricut size shirts. That's it for today's video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. But the most important thing, you guys, ring that bell so that you will get notified anytime that I upload a new video. Until next time, we'll see you later, friends.